Yes, and once again, we're going a bit in the wrong direction here. We're expecting a number for the second week on initial claims that would be under 700,000, and for the second week, we're disappointed. 744,000, and this follows 719,000, which may get revised in the next few minutes. And on continuing claims, a week in arrears, we are definitely moving a bit higher, but it's still below 4 million, which isn't bad, but 3,734,000. It's a bit higher than we were expecting. We were looking for a number more in the neighborhood of 3.6 million. And in the rearview mirror, pretty lateral, slight decrease. We were 3.794 million. Interest rates are hovering in the mid-160s. And do keep in mind, the high yield close from, I believe it was the 31st, is 174. So we're 10 basis points below that. And it seems that those 10 basis points are quite magical because all of a sudden it seems though the NASDAQ all of a sudden doesn't seem very concerned about interest rates. I will stick with the same story, and that is the retracements, the amount of give back on long-dated treasuries and maybe sovereigns in general, the high-quality ones, has been very minimal. So even though we're down 10 basis points, it's still quite sticky, although we're not near the highest yield levels. Andrew, back to you.
Thank you. We're going to jump over to Steve Leisman now, who's got some analysis on those numbers. Steve.
Yeah, I wish I had better analysis. I'm frankly confounded by this, Andrew. This should be going the other way. As we've been reporting, the high-frequency data we've been following has been positive. The JOLTS data we had was pretty good. What's happening with the jobless claims is a bit of a puzzle. Maybe you have people reapplying who dropped off or came back. It looks like in the prior week, which is the best I can tell you from the data we have, that you had surges in New York and California. I don't hear, and maybe you guys can add to that you have renewed shutdowns in those two states. We do know we've had surges in the Midwest. We should have reopenings happening here. I can tell you that the total number of claims, again, we have to go back 2 weeks now to March 20th, did come down. So at a time when we were reporting the bigger data that was showing the job market improving, indeed, this data also was improving when you had a reduction down to 18.1 million people still receiving some sort of benefits. This is stubborn, guys, and it has to be watched, and we have to understand what's happening here. But you had better indications of the resurgence in the job market from the jobs numbers themselves, some of the high-frequency data. It's not showing up in claims, and I'm a bit at a loss for a good explanation.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.